Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Career Prep. Today we'll learn about the basics of HCF, a very important topic to solve many questions in competitive exams. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to get notifications as soon as we post a new video. So let's start. Basic arithmetic plays an important role in a strong foundation of mathematics. HCF is one such topic that finds importance both in school level mathematics, in higher classes, and in various competitive exams. The full form of HCF is highest common factor. HCF is also called GCF, which means greatest common factor. HCF is also called as GCD, which means greatest common divisor. Before we learn about HCF, let's be clear about a few terms like factor, common factor, highest common factor, etc. Now let's understand the definitions of factor, common factor, and highest common factor. So what is the meaning of a factor? When a number divides another number completely without leaving any remainder, then it is called a factor of the second number. This means that when a number divides another number completely without leaving any remainder, then the first number is the factor of the second number. Let's understand this with an example. 4 divides 36 exactly, leaving no remainder. So 4 is a factor of 36. Similarly, 36 has other factors like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. All these numbers also divide 36 exactly, leaving no remainders. So these are also the factors of 36. Now let's understand the meaning of common factor. A common factor of two or more given numbers is a number which divides each given number completely. This means that a common factor of two or more numbers divides each number completely. Let's understand this with an example. Now factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. These numbers divide 16 completely without leaving any remainder. So these are the factors of 16. Now factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. These numbers divide 36 completely without leaving any remainder. So these are the factors of 36. When you observe the factors of 16 and the factors of 36, you will notice that 1, 2 and 4 are common for both. 1, 2 and 4 are the factors of 16. 1, 2 and 4 are also the factors of 36. So the common factors of 16 and 36 are 1, 2 and 4. Now let's understand the meaning of highest common factor or HCF. The HCF of two or more given numbers is the greatest factor which divides each of the given numbers completely. So look at this example. The factors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. Now we found out that the common factors of 16 and 36 are 1, 2 and 4. Out of these three common factors, the greatest factor is 4. So HCF of 16 and 36 is 4. This is written as HCF of 13 and HCF of 16 and 36 is equal to 4. Hope you have understood the meaning of factor, common factor and highest common factor. Have no confusions about the definition of factor, common factor and highest common factor. There are many ways to find the HCF of given numbers. Irrespective of the method used, the HCF of the numbers would always be the same. So whichever method you use to find the HCF of the numbers will always be the same. There are three methods to calculate the HCF of two numbers. They are by listing out the common factors, by prime factorization method and by division method. We'll discuss each method in detail with examples. The first method of finding HCF is by listing out the common factors. In this method, you have to first list out the factors of each number. Then find out the common factors of those numbers. Finally, among the common factors, determine the highest common factor. Let's understand this method using an example. Find the HCF of these numbers 12, 48 and 72. First list out all the factors of 12, 42 and 48 and 72. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These numbers divide 12 completely without leaving any remainder. So these are the factors of 12. Now factors of 48 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24 and 48. These numbers divide 48 completely without leaving any remainder. So these are the factors of 48. Next factors of 72 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36 and 72. These numbers divide 72 completely without leaving any remainders. So these are the factors of 72. Now when you look at the factors of 12, 48 and 72, you'll notice that the factors 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 are common in all the three. So the common factors of 12, 48 and 72 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Out of all these factors, 12 is the highest. So the highest common factor or HCF is 12. So HCF of 12, 48 and 72 is 12. Hope you have understood this method of finding HCF. Now let's find out HCF by prime factorization method. You can find the HCF of numbers by prime factorization method in three easy steps. In the first step, write each number as a product of its prime factors. This method is called prime factorization. In the second step, list out the common factors of the numbers. In the third step, find out the HCF. The product of all the common prime factors is the HCF. Now let's understand this method using an example. Find the HCF of 12, 48 and 72. First, write each of these numbers as a product of their prime factors. First, write the uh, factors of 12. Find the factors of 12. To find the factors of 12, first divide 12 by 2, you'll get 6. Divide 6 by 2, you'll get 3. Divide 3 by 3, you'll get 1. So the factors of 12 are 2, 2 and 3. So you can write 12 as a product of its prime factors as 12 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Now reduce 48 to its prime factors. To do that, you have to divide 48 first by 2, you'll get 24. Now divide 24 again by 2, you'll get 12. Divide 12 again by 2, you'll get 6. So divide 6 by 2, you'll get 3. Divide 3 by 3, you'll get 1. So the prime factors of 48 are 2, 2, 2, 2 and 3. So 48 can be written as a product of its prime factors as 48 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Next, reduce 72 to its prime factors. To do that, divide 72 first by 2. You will get 36. Divide 36 by 2, you will get 18. Divide 18 again by 2, you will get 9. Divide 9 by 3, you will get 3. And when you divide 3 again by 3, you will get 1. So, the prime factors of 72 are 2, 2, 2, 3 and 3. So, you can write the product of the prime factors of 72 as 72 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 and multiplied by 3. So in the next step, you have to list out the common factors of the numbers 12, 48 and 72. When you look at all these factors, you will notice that 2, 2 and 3 are common for all the three numbers. In the next step, you have to find the HCF. HCF is nothing but the product of the common prime factors. Now the common prime factors are 2, 2 and 3. So product of common prime factors is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, which is 12. So HCF of 12, 48 and 72 is 12. Now let's find HCF by division method. Finding HCF by division method involves 4 steps. In the first step, you have to divide the larger number by the smaller number. In step 2, the divisor of step 1 is divided by its remainder. In step 3, the divisor of step 2 is divided by its remainder. You can continue this process till you get 0 as the remainder. Step 4, divisor of the last step is the HCF. Now let's understand this with an example. Find out the HCF of 360 and 198. The first step is you have to divide the larger number by the smaller number. Here 360 is the larger number and 198 is the smaller number. So divide 360 by 198. You will get 162 as the remainder. Now in the second step, the divisor of step 1 is divided by its remainder. So the divisor of step 1 is 198. So now the remainder is 162. So now you have to divide 198 by 162. When you divide 198 by 162, you'll get 36 as the remainder. In the third step, the divisor of step 2 is divided by its remainder. So the divisor in step 2 is 162. Remainder is 36. Now you have to divide 162 by with 36. So when you divide 162 by 36, you will get 18 as the remainder. In the next step, you have to divide the divisor of step 3 with its remainder. Now the divisor of step 3 is 36. Remainder is 18. So when you divide 36 by 18, you will get 0 as the remainder. So now the divisor of the last step is 18. So 18 is the HCF. So HCF of 360 and 198 is 18. Hope you understood this method. Till now, you learned how to find the HCF of two numbers by listing out the common factors method, by prime factorization method, and by division methods. Now let's learn how to find the HCF of multiple numbers. The process of finding HCF of multiple numbers, that is more than two numbers, is the same for listing out the common factors and prime factorization methods. However, the method to find the HCF of multiple numbers by division method is slightly different. To find the HCF of three given numbers, first you have to find the HCF of any two numbers. Next, you have to find the HCF of the third number and the HCF obtained in the first step. So finally, you will get the HCF of the three numbers. First, find the HCF of any two numbers, then find the HCF of the third number and the HCF obtained in the first step. So the HCF obtained in the second step will be the HCF of the three numbers. HCF of more than three numbers can also be found out using the division method in a similar way. Let's understand this with an example. Find the HCF of 12, 48 and 72. So now we have to find the HCF of three numbers 12, 48 and 72. So in the first step, find the HCF of any two numbers. Here we'll find the HCF of 12 and 48. 48 is the larger number and 12 is the smaller number. So divide 48 by 12. You will get 0 as the remainder. So 12 is the HCF of 12 and 48. The HCF of 12 and 48 is 12. In the next step, you have to find the HCF of 12 and 72. You have to find the HCF of 12 and 72. Now 72 is the larger number and 12 is the smaller number. So divide 72 by 12. You will get 0 as the remainder. So 12 is the HCF of 12 and 72. Now the HCF of the three numbers will be the final HCF. So the HCF of 12, 48 and 72 will be 12. Hope you understood this method. Now let's look at the few properties of HCF. The HCF of two or more numbers divides each of the numbers without a remainder. This means that the HCF of two or more numbers will divide each of the numbers without leaving any remainder. For example, HCF of 12, 48 and 72 is 12. 12 divides each of the numbers without leaving a remainder. 12 divides 12 without leaving a remainder. 12 divides 48 without leaving a remainder. And 12 divides 72 without leaving a remainder. The next property is HCF of two or more numbers is a factor of each of the numbers. Let's look at this example. HCF of 12, 48 and 72 is 12. This means that 12 is a factor of each of these numbers. 12 is a factor of 12, 12 is a factor of 48 and 12 is a factor of 72. The next property of HCF, HCF of two or more numbers is always less than or equal to each of the numbers. Look at this example. HCF of 12, 48 and 72 is 12. Now 12 is less than 48 and 72. 12 is less than 48, 12 is less than 72 and 12 is equal to 72. So HCF of two or more numbers is always less than or equal to each of the numbers. The HCF of coprime numbers is always 1. This is a very important property of HCF. The HCF of co-prime numbers is always 1. For example, 3 and 5 are co-prime numbers. The factors of 3 is 3 and 1. The factors of 5 are 5 and 1. So the only common factor between them is 1. So HCF of 3 and 5 is 1. So HCF of the co-prime numbers 3 and 5 is 1. Watch our video on co-prime numbers to understand more details about co-prime numbers. Viewers, please go through this video till you are perfect with the concept. Watch our next video to learn everything about LCM. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you.